It's Madden NFL 23. Coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Packers and the Buccaneers. Next on Madden NFL 23.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Green Bay's offense trots out, and just as it has been since week 1 of the 2008 season, Aaron Rodgers leads the way, now in his 18th year in the National Football League.
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field. And, of course, a quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
On 1st down, Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. The Buccaneers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
It's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Fournette, a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Fournette. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he is going to have the Bucs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to. time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Brady's throw taken in by Miller. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 45 on 2nd down. Brady. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. On second down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this is caught by Watkins. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Packers. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Otton really landed in a nice situation when Tampa Bay picked him on day 3 of the draft. He goes to an offense that likes to use more than one tight end. He's got an immediate opportunity to play his way on the field. Plays like that will only get him more looks. A nice first down pickup there.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Brady. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's caught. It's Miller. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25 they operate with a 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Fournette again, and once again he's going to be pushed backwards. This time back to the 3. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Brady now on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Succa, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And let's see, the box was 6 DB, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We get started up in the great state of Washington. Atlanta making the trip to Lumen Field to take on Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. Tyler Lockett, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head down to the desert. Check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they've got the lead over the visiting LA Rams as that one's gonna have time. A touchdown run for James Conner. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Baker Mayfield, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory.
And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady on the screen. Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. To throw is Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But Charles, now we take a look here at their 2022 draft class. No first-round pick for them this year, but it seems like they're able to overlook that, at least in talking to them, with the type of upside that they found on days 2 and 3.
Now, you're right about that. No first-round pick, maybe. But there was a point where their top selection did have his name thrown out there as a possible first-rounder. So now, as you described, they're hoping they can develop those traits and get a couple of difference makers out of the middle rounds. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
That is caught. It's Perriman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On the draw, this is Fournette. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Bernard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the gun, it's Brady. Out to his left. They'll drop this off for Bernard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Brady. The quick slant caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Scotty Miller from 6 yards away. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Succop for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time a 9-play drive. And it was concluded on the touchdown pass to Scotty Miller. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Stuck for the loss by Devin White.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Up the gut, Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. He drops it off for Bernard. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll run for it with Fournette. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth.
On 2nd and 7, Brady.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Fournette. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
And they'll run again.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a draw play. This is Jones. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan.
Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan.
50 yards.
And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Brady gives this to White.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go with White on the counter. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And that's thrown to Perriman out wide. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down, here's White. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with White. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Brady. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Brady to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now Rodgers in the pack. Down by 10. Just over 1:40 to play. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Pass complete, Tunyon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Rodgers. His throw incomplete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Back to throw, Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Finding Watkins, and he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now a give up the middle. This is White, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Bucs, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for